Welcome to New Sky TV, shocking turn of events. Guo Yuxin, a top star in short dramas, was interviewed by a state media outlet, frankly stating that being an extra requires endurance. Her clear-headedness and insight are incredibly endearing. Who would have thought that Guo Yuxin, one of the hottest names in the short drama circle in 2026, would be interviewed by China Movie Channel? Even more outrageous is that the comment section exploded as soon as the interview video was released. Not a single word wasted, not a trace of affectation. She was as clear-headed as a knife, yet as gentle as a lamp. Did you think she would take the inspirational template route? No, she doesn't even wear the sugar coating of success studies. She said it very bluntly: during those years as an extra, the most important thing was not luck, not benefactors, but one word: endurance. This honesty is too harsh. You know, the popularity in the short drama industry comes and goes quickly. Many actors become famous today, only to be overshadowed by new dramas, new faces, and new data tomorrow. But Guo Yuxin is different. She wasn't one of those lucky ones who suddenly got hit by a flood of fame. She climbed her way up from the mud step by step. From bit parts to becoming the queen of short dramas, she used 37 works to prove one thing: pure passion and perseverance can truly pull you through the darkness to the height of summer. In this interview, the reporter asked some tricky and realistic questions, such as what do you think of the controversy surrounding short drama actors, what was the hardest time for you, and looking back now, what would you say to your past self when you were just a bit part actor? Many people would choose eloquent words like gratitude, hard work, luck, and growth when faced with such questions. But Guo Yuxin didn't. When she heard what would you say to yourself when you were a bit part actor, she paused, as if reopening those dark days. Then she only said the words, hold on, persevere. There was no sentimentality, but it immediately broke the ice. Because she immediately followed with an even more poignant sentence: you will get through it, and that's how I feel right now. Many difficult times will pass, and once you get through them, there will be the dawn of victory. This part truly felt like an answer written for all ordinary people. You suddenly realize, she wasn't just answering an interview, she was speaking for countless unseen people. What's most chilling is that she didn't cry, didn't try to elicit sympathy, and didn't feign helplessness when she said this. Her tone was incredibly calm, even carrying a hint of resigned determination. It felt as if she had long accepted that life would bring many hardships, but she had also long decided that she would never give up in the face of adversity. This is why, after the explosive popularity of Summer of Fendra, netizens said, I didn't become a fan because of the drama, I became a fan because of her eyes. She didn't just play the lead role, she played a spirit of survival. Ultimately, the audience isn't stupid. Short drama viewers don't just crave excitement. They crave the authenticity behind the excitement. Guo Yuxin's greatest strength lies in the absence of artificial sweetness in her. Her sweetness is a thorny sweetness, her gentleness is a forced gentleness. In the interview, she mentioned her most difficult times: no acting opportunities, no money, rejection, neglect, and even the lack of the right to be seen. She said that back then, she asked herself every day, what am I persisting in? But she didn't portray this as a melodramatic story. Instead, she calmly said, if you truly love acting, you'll know you can't stop. This statement is incredibly insightful. Because she didn't romanticize her dreams, she spoke realistically. Liking something isn't an emotion, it's a choice. Persistence isn't just hype, it's perseverance. It's precisely this clear-headedness that makes her so captivating. Many people believe that short drama actors rely on luck, popularity, on-screen parents, and marketing. But Guo Yuxin uses her work to show everyone that she relies on solid skills, patience, perseverance, and an indomitable spirit. She's not the kind of actress who gets arrogant after becoming famous. On the contrary, the more famous she becomes, the more cautious she becomes. In the interview, she mentioned her reverence for acting, saying that every role must be taken seriously because the audience's time is precious. This statement immediately sparked a flood of comments: that's what an actor is. So clear-headed. She really didn't get arrogant, because in the short drama industry, the scarcest resource is never popularity, but rather, people who aren't swayed by it. Many actors, once propelled to stardom by data, become obsessed with popularity and labels, wanting to replicate the formula for every hit: the same character, the same lines, the same crying scenes, the same kissing scenes, ultimately turning themselves into assembly line products. Audiences naturally get tired of this, and actors become increasingly empty. But Guo Yuxin, at the stage where she was most likely to lose her way, did something contrary to common sense. She chose to slow down. She understood all too well that no matter how big the short drama trend was, it couldn't be sustained forever by relentlessly pushing herself. If an actor relies solely on revenge work to maintain popularity, they will eventually be drained. Their body will break down, their performance will collapse, their eyes will become dull, and even the initial spark of passion for acting will be extinguished by exhaustion. So when she said she was numb for a period, it wasn't being dramatic, but rather a stark reality. It felt like you were running, filming, and repeating the same routine every day, rushing to the next set as soon as one project wrapped, without even a moment to breathe. You'll suddenly realize, you're working, but you're no longer a creator. You're like a machine that's been put on accelerator. Guo Yuxin's most ruthless move was that she didn't accept numbness as the norm, nor did she comfort herself with everyone does it anyway. She stopped, reflected, started choosing scripts, and began shifting her focus from data back to the characters. This step was incredibly difficult. Because when you're at the forefront of a trend, you're most easily pushed around. If you don't take on roles, people will say you're washed up. If you don't maintain exposure, people will say you're out of fashion. If you don't strike while the iron is hot, people will worry about you. But she calmly said, choose a good script and get to work. In short, she cut out all the superficiality. What's even more convincing is that she said, creation requires purity, not as a lofty pronouncement, but a belief born from her own experiences. She knows all too well how difficult it is to be seen, so she cherishes every opportunity. Her words, though simple, grow stronger with each reflection. I hope to present it well, to portray this character well, at that moment unrelated to the impact of external traffic. This isn't about not caring about traffic. It's that she knows, traffic is a result, not the goal. If you act well, the audience will naturally come. If you bring the character to life, the popularity will naturally follow. But if you only chase popularity, the character will die, and the work will die. Therefore, after this interview, netizens suddenly realized, Guo Yuxin's stable popularity isn't due to luck, but because she possesses something particularly rare. She has never considered herself a top star, she has always considered herself an actress. What's even more remarkable is that she spoke with such a relaxed demeanor, without any of the tension of someone trying to create a persona. The way she waved her hand with a smile was just like a hard-working laborer saying, stop bragging, the work still needs to be done. But it's precisely this working-class sincerity that's most touching. Because what audiences love isn't an unattainable, perfect idol, but rather someone who, having seen the mud, is still willing to walk earnestly. And Guo Yuxin is that person. When asked which short drama made her confident enough to say, this is my representative work, Guo Yuxin was very modest, admitting it was a gradual process of improvement. She mentioned 3 works that left a deep impression on her. She said that from the outwardly gentle but inwardly strong Lin Jin and Please Tell Me If You're Heartbroken, to Bring Home the National Husband, and then the wildly popular Summer of Fendra, each role brought her new insights. Especially Summer of Fendra, which became an instant hit upon release, accumulating over 3 billion views and winning the title of Most Popular Short Drama of the Year. Guo Yuxin said it was a very immersive performance. She completely immersed herself in the character of Bai Qingri, experiencing the character's struggles and growth. In fact, Guo Yuxin has always been grateful to the short drama industry. After all, it was short dramas that pulled her out of the predicament of having no acting opportunities after graduating from the Central Academy of Drama, not only enabling her to achieve financial independence but also gaining recognition for her acting skills, ultimately leading to her transformation into a queen of short dramas with both market influence and industry recognition. Thank you for watching the video. See you in the next video. Thank you.